Guys, welcome back to the channel. Listen, I am so happy that you guys decided to tune into this video. I really hope that you guys get something out of it, especially entrepreneurs, because this video is solely catered, well, not solely, but this video is really catered to you. So I just really hope and pray that someone gets something out of this video. It's just me today. Babe and Noah, they're upstairs just chilling. I think they may be taking a nap or something like that. But I told him that I really wanted to recreate a video that I made about a year ago. I used to have a channel that was just myself. It was just me. And I would talk about having a business, like business 101 and different things like that. And this in particular video received so much good feedback. And yeah, I just thought it was relevant to talk about and to bring up today, because I've been seeing this topic resurface a lot on social media. And so I could write a big post, a super long post, or put my 2 cents into certain people's comment sections and stuff like that. But I just decided to do what I feel that I can do best, and that's just simply make a video about it. And why not do it on this platform? Okay, so let me give you guys just a little background, because I don't want you guys thinking like she doesn't know what she's talking about, she's not even an entrepreneur, or she has not even tried these things, because this video is going to solely be based on experience. Okay, experience. Whether it was me, whether it was people I knew or know, we'll get into that. Okay, so background piece number 1. So I am a business owner. I am an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since I was a junior in college. So I don't know how old I was, maybe like 21 or something like that. I'm not sure. I had to get a shot today, y'all. So that's why I have that Band-Aid. So maybe like 21, 22 or something like that. So I've been a business owner since then. I started out junior year. I decided I love fashion, first of all, and so back then it really wasn't, and this was like 3 years ago. No, yeah, like 3.5 years ago. So believe it or not, like pop-up shops and people selling certain things, it really wasn't like huge in my area. People were starting to get like Cricut machines, and people were just starting to realize that they could make their own stuff. And well, I'm not gonna say, well, in my area, let's say that, because I don't want to just tell you guys false information. Anyway, so I decided that I wanted to have my own business, and I decided that I wanted to create slogans and put them on t-shirts, and I wanted to sell them. And I also wanted to sell organic lip balm, and I wanted to sell hats that had slogans on them as well. So I would have hats and t-shirts that had certain slogans on them, phrases on them, and I would also sell lip balm. Lip balm was kind of just thrown in there when I started searching, when I started doing more research on wholesale products. Okay, so I started this junior year. I am like a really churchy girl. I'm really churchy, you guys. And we would say a lot of sayings in the church, like a lot of sayings, and so I was like, bro, like this is something that needs to be on a shirt, like this is something that needs to be on a hat or whatever. And so, for instance, something like like I don't know, like something like you would take, like I would take like something from the Bible, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, for instance, like I'm a Proverbs 31 woman, or like some stuff like that or whatever, and something that people knew, fearfully and wonderfully made. Like take something like that, like verses that people know, y'all know. If you from the church, like everybody don't know all the verses, but they know some of them. So I would take those, and I'm like, okay, let me put these on the shirt. I don't want to get too deep into it, because that's then and this is now, but that's what I used to do. And so so where I'm from, I decided like I would market to my church and my college. That was my audience. That was my target. So even before I knew how to sit down and really write a business plan and stuff like that, and who's your target and stuff like that. For some reason, I just knew that those are the people that I would try to sell to, because those were the people that I was always around. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that no one really was doing it at the time. And so that's what I started doing. And I didn't have a car or anything like that. So yeah, I was doing this stuff, like I said, like we talking on the church parking lot and at school out of my dorm. Okay, I would also do like fashion shows at school and stuff like that. So I did that, and then I did it for like less than a year because it was hard work, and I really didn't expect that it was going to be that hard. Not because everybody named mama was doing it, because back then people really weren't, but simply because I wasn't being responsible financially. Like, I was putting more money in than I was getting out, and then I would be short, and then I wanted to give everybody a hookup and just making crazy mistakes. Young and dumb. So I put a pause on things. I graduated, all of that good stuff, and then I moved. So I moved out the city, and it's like 2 years ago, selling things, like it resurfaced. Like it really, like everybody and mama was selling lashes and lip gloss and purses and this and that. And so I'm like, man, so I've sat down for like 2 years now, and so I'm like, you know what, I really want to relaunch, because I had some really good stuff, and it was just so crazy how the same stuff that I was doing had like started to like blow up. Not to say I was like the first person to do it, but where I was from. And so long story short, you guys, I relaunched in February 2019, the same month that I had originally launched in 2017. So I relaunched in February 2019, and I went back to the same place that I started. I went back to my hometown, and I decided to be one of the fashion designers at homecoming. So I was featured in fashion shows. So that's how I was doing things. And so this time around, I decided to drop off extra stuff and just really focus on certain things. So I decided to focus on like nightwear and like things you wear on a date, things you can wear to church, to like fancier, not just t-shirts, but like, you know, fancier things. So I decided to like focus on those type of things. Even if you want to go to the club or to a party, like you could wear some of my merchandise or whatever, because people call me lavish, and you know, people call me, I had nicknames like that. And so I wanted people to say, I want to dress like, I wanted people to say like, lavish, you always lavish, you always fresh. And I wanted people to be like, I want what you have on, I got it, here you go. You know what I'm saying? I'm known to have razzle dazzle, so those are the things that I was selling. So that's what I did. I was doing pop-up shops, like pop-up shops are blowing up. I was doing those things. I was traveling. I was getting my brand out there. I would drive to Atlanta, like spur of the moment. I would go, if Atlanta was having something, I would drive to Atlanta. I would bring my own tables. I would bring, like, literally, this is the things I was doing. Babe wasn't with me. He was like in school and doing like, you know, politics stuff or whatever. So he wasn't always there. So I was just that determined to make it. So then I decided, you know what? I can't do all of these things out of my apartment. I'm going to open up a storefront. It's something I've always wanted to do. I'm just going to open up a storefront. Long story short, you guys, I opened up a storefront. I had a storefront. I was selling clothing. I mean, literally, it was a one-stop shop. So you could literally get hair, clothing, jewelry, nails, makeup, organic body products, all that. So I give you this piece of background to tell you that I've been like selling out of my dorm and out of my boyfriend's car, and then to having my own storefront. So I've really done it on a lot of levels. So that's the background. Also, background number 2 is that while I was taking a gap year, I worked at a company where I was a marketing director, one of the marketing directors. It was nothing but God. Me getting this job, y'all, was nothing but God, because I ain't have that much experience. And so my job was to help small businesses and hub zone businesses and things like that. My job was to help them market their business. So I would have to sit in on classes with these people. People would pay, not necessarily me, but pay my company, the company that I worked for, to help them get off the ground. So not only have I been the person, the entrepreneur, but I've also been the person helping the entrepreneur. Okay, so I really want to give you guys backgrounds to show you that I'm not just talking out of my butt. Like, I'm not just like talking and I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so, and then for people that may be wondering, like, okay, what are you doing now? We just moved to DC. I put a pause on things. I might do a video. I think I'm definitely gonna do a video about what is my plan now. But let's get into the, okay, so lately I've been seeing a lot of people, you know, a lot of people that are entrepreneurs get mad at consumers, get mad at people that buy the products from them, because they've realized that they could get the product cheaper from somewhere else, like Amazon and other places. Like somebody somewhere was like, hey sis, that same purse that you're buying for $70 from KK, let's just use KK, you can get that same purse on this website that's based out of China for $20. So you want to spend $70, or you want to get it yourself, you may have to wait a little bit longer and get it for $20. So that type of thing has got out. Like I won't even say got out. I just think that people are doing their research nowadays, and I don't know. I really don't know, y'all. Could care less. But that's what's been going around. I mean, going on, and the people that sell these things are upset. Like, y'all, they mad. Like, I mean, they like, oh, y'all just haters, or y'all don't want to support, or y'all just don't care. They've said things like, narrowed it down to like a certain community, a certain ethnicity, black people, because I can't talk today. Oh, black people just don't want to support other black people, or this. I've heard like so much, y'all, and I can't talk because my mouth is dry because I'm talking so fast, because I don't want this video to be super long, but you get the gist. And I really wanted to like comment on some things. I really wanted to make like this huge, but it's like I want to make the long post, but I really don't. But listen, I'm going to say my piece, and then I'm going to let y'all have it. And I hope that you take something away from this video, because like I said, in the first 8 minutes, I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. Like, this is coming solely from experience that I have, because I've been there and I've done it on both sides. So let me say this. Stop taking everything personal. Sis, bruh, it has nothing to do with you. Like sister from another mother, my black sis, whoever I may be talking to that's watching the video, like, it literally, who has taken it personal, it literally does not have anything personal to do with you. Like, it's not about you. It's strictly business. Like, it's literally strictly business. So you mean to tell me that if you was on the other end, you wouldn't really feel some type of way about you being able to get the same product for cheaper? Because if you say that, no, I would still go with the expensive product every time, you're lying, okay? So let me not get too ahead of myself, but let me say this. I think the real problem is that you know that you're selling something, or you know that you're selling something that 1,500 other people are selling. 15,000 other people are selling. You know that. You know that. You probably got the idea from somebody you saw doing the same thing. So you know that. I think the real reason why you're mad is because you know that you don't have any real argument against people saying this. Like the real question is, why should I buy your $70 purse? And you can't be mad when somebody asks you that question. Why should I buy your $50 t-shirt that I could get for $10 at Walmart? The real question is, why should I buy from you? And the thing about it is that I think so many people just want to be entrepreneurs. You just want to say you're doing something. And I have nothing against people that decide to step out on faith and go for it and be their own boss. Like, literally, I feel you, sis. I love to see young people, whether you are black, white, yellow, purple, orange, I don't care. I love to see young people, period, doing things like that, because I feel that we all are capable. We just might have to put in the work. I love to see young people. Yes, I love to see young black people, but I love to see young people, period, you know, go step out on faith and do something for themselves, and bring that extra, have an extra stream of income, and you know, like, doing it. Like, I love to see that. But this really ain't about you. It's really not about your skin color. It's really, and I know y'all don't want me to say this, but it's the truth. It don't really have anything to do with that. Why should I shop from you? What makes your product different from this same product that's on Amazon for $39.99 and you selling it for $89.99? What makes it different? And I think a lot of the time we're so geeked to be entrepreneurs that we don't sit down and come up with a plan a real plan before we launch out, before we do things. We just do things to say we're doing it. It sounds cool to say I'm an entrepreneur. Who doesn't want to have this big old word saying that this big old word? You know, it sounds really good to say, oh my God, I'm an entrepreneur, doesn't it? It sounds really, it makes you look really good to put that in your bio. It feels good to tell people to go on your link, to go on your website, because you paid somebody to make this website for you, or you went on Wix yourself and made your website. You feel like you doing the dang thing. All power to you. But did you really sit down and come up with a real plan? And I think the answer to that is no. A lot of people, a lot of you have not. So when people ask those hard questions, you get upset because in the inside, you know you don't have an answer. So when people ask you, why should I shop with you? You need an answer. You need, just like everyone needs the elevator speech, who are you? What do you want from me? You need an elevator speech when it comes to your business. What can your business do for me? What can I gain from your business? I'm paying you my hard-earned money, so I need to know why I should give it to you. That's not crazy for someone to ask. That's not crazy. You do the same thing. Let me give you an example. So, example, I have a Target 3 minutes from my house, like driving 3 minutes, literally, like this is no lie. And there's also a Walmart that is 8 minutes from my house, right? A lot of times I go into Target because it's peaceful, because it's quiet, because I can go right to what I want, because I don't have to stand in long lines. You know, I may want this cute summer sundress, you know, to be cute, just, you know, just want to have something to go to the barbecue or whatever. And so I'm just going to go to Target because I know that it's easy, because I know, not that it's cheaper per se, but because sometimes the quality is better, the experience is better, the presentation is better. You get these words I'm throwing out there. Now, sometimes I might go to Walmart. I might say, I know Target is right there and I got to pass Target to get to Walmart, but I'm going to spend a little bit more gas. I'm going to use a little bit more gas to go to Walmart. Sometimes I don't want to pay the extra $10. Sometimes I just want to go in and get something. Sometimes I don't want to give all of my hard-earned coins to Target. Sometimes I just want to go in and just buy a little flimsy t-shirt. I know it probably ain't gonna last me 10 years, but sometimes I just want to do something quick, something easy, and something more affordable. It has nothing to do with Target. It has nothing to do with me not wanting to support Target every day, all the time. It has nothing to do with me liking Walmart better. It has everything to do with how I want to spend my money, how I choose to spend my money, and the experience and the type of quality I want out of something. And so as a business person, you have to understand those things. Ask yourself, what makes my product different? What type of experience can I give someone? What type of quality can I give someone? What type of, I want to feel like I got the best thing, I got the best looking bag around. You get me? And so sometimes I might spend a little bit more to have that satisfaction of knowing that, you know, my bag is everything. And that's okay. And then sometimes I just want a little cheap, you know, little cheap fanny pack. I don't want to spend I don't want to spend $40 on a fanny pack. I just don't. I don't want to spend $40 on a fanny pack. I'm okay with $19.99. If it's $10.99, that's even better. That's even better, because I'm just going around and walking in the mall. It's really not about what you really got on your arm. It's about what you got inside of it sometimes. So yeah, and so have that same mindset. We all do it, whether you want to admit to it or not, sis. We all do it. Sometimes we want to spend an extra coin and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we know that we can get the same thing for cheaper and sometimes we do it. And now you on Facebook or on Twitter or on IG complaining and thinking that your family just don't want to support you, and your friends and your sister and your line sisters and your line just don't want to support you. And like literally it has nothing to do with you. I love you. I love the initiative that you're taking. Now do this for me. Tell me why I should shop from you. I mean, Walmart has to prove it. Target has to prove it. Chick-fil-A has proved it. You get what I'm saying? Like, my stepdad always told me this growing up. He used to say, Jazz, the world don't owe you nothing. don't nobody owe you nothing. And I used to hate when he said it, because he used to say it like, you know, he had a deep voice and he was already kind of big or whatever. And so it just sounds so hard and so, you know, don't nobody owe you nothing. Don't expect nothing from, like, I used to be like, oh my God, and until I grew up and I realized this is the truth. Like, people don't owe you anything. People don't gotta shop with you just because you fam. People don't gotta shop with you just because you sub. People don't gotta shop with you just because y'all grew up together and y'all been in the crib, y'all was in the cribs together. Like, people don't have to shop with you. Like, and to be honest, like, the way the world we live in and how the economy is, sis, I don't want to just give my coins just to be giving them. Like, I really want to know that this couch that I'm going to buy is going to last me for the next 5-10 years. I don't want to just buy something just because of the look sometimes. I don't want to just buy something because it's cheaper sometimes. I don't want to just buy something because, oh, I want to support Ashley Furniture over at home or Home Goods or something like that. Like, y'all have to understand what I'm saying right now. Like, we all do it. Why are you making it personal? Because it's your business. Use that same energy. You frustrated, but you really frustrated with yourself and your product and your business, because you don't have an answer. You don't have an elevated speech. You don't have a target audience. You don't have any of that. You don't have any of that. And you mad. You making that same energy you took to make that Facebook post and that tweet. Use that same energy to get in some books, to get in some workbooks, to get a pad and a pen and write down what makes your business popping. Why should a hot girl want to wear some of your clothes? Why should a woman want to wear some of your clothes? Why should a guy shop with you for his girl, his wife? Like, why should I shop with you? There are a million people selling the same thing. And I know people are like, y'all just being stingy. Y'all just don't want nobody else to make money. That's not it. That's really not it, because I think we all know that there is enough bread out here for everyone to eat. So that's really not it. I think it just comes down to, like, why should I shop from you? Because I definitely saw that same jumper on Amazon for $30. And it definitely looks like the same thing. It might be the same quality. I can get it in more colors, and I'm saving $50. So tell me why I should. I feel like you can stop doing that when your product is able to speak for itself. And what I mean by that is you've done your work, like Ayana Van saying. You've done your work. You know what I'm saying? And your product, like, people don't even have to ask. Or they dang sure don't have to ask you. They can ask somebody else, like, hey, have you shot with Jazz with the body butter? Listen. I'm not gonna put you in the wrong direction. It's bomb. It has your skin looking bronze. Like, I mean, it's bomb. Like, no questions asked. Like, as a matter of fact, buy 2 bottles. Like, you want that to be how people talk about your product. But until your brand can speak for itself, because you have amazing reviews. It's some people, back where I'm from, they do hair, and if I told y'all how much they charge for lights, I would, like, shout them out, because really, y'all some of the goats. Like, y'all are goats. But it's some people back where I'm from that do hair, and, like, people spend hella money for them to do their hair, but it's some of the best work I've ever seen. Like hands down. And people spend the money. People spend that $600, $800. People spend it because it's the quality, because they take their time, because your head don't look like you got a helmet, your wig don't look like you got a helmet on, because, I mean, people shop with them because it's legit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people shop with some people because their clothes, when you wash them, they don't draw up, because, like, people shop with those people, y'all. So, like, stop getting mad. You're spending, it takes so much energy for you to frown. It takes so much energy for you to get upset. It's not good for the body. It's not good for the spirit and soul. So use that same energy and write out a plan. And I'm not talking about, you know, a plan that you stole from somebody else's manifestation book. No shade, no tea. I'm talking about, like, really come up with a plan and pray on that plan. Like, if you believe in a higher power, you believe in God, like, pray about it. pray about it. Put it somewhere where you see it every single day, because it's gonna motivate you to stay on track. Like, have y'all ever heard of like vision boards and stuff like that? Yeah, like have a vision board just for your business. And on this vision board, because this is what I would help people make these vision boards in the position that I used to be. And so at this company in Alabama. And so come up with a vision board solely for your business. And on that vision board, you know, you write down like where you see, like, what's your business? What's your business? What does your business do? How will your business do it? Who will your business do it to? You need an elevator pitch. And why? The why is the most important. I don't give a crap if you selling grass. Why should I buy your grass over going and getting somebody else's grass? Like, I don't care. It doesn't matter what the product is. Why? And until you come up with that, like, until you have everything in order, you guys, don't move yet. Because a lot of the times you have amazing ideas. You have a beautiful name. You have a very catchy name. And you do have like bomb products. It's just that I can go get these products somewhere else. But you got a good product and you got a good name, but you don't know how to brand it. You got good products and you got a good name, but you don't have a target audience. You have a good product and you have a good product and you have a good name, but it ain't got no meat behind it. Like, where are the meat potatoes? Like, what's the why? Like, I had a storefront and I was in an area, sorry y'all. I was in an area with other stores. You get what I'm saying? Like, have you ever been to a shopping center and they had like 2 or 3 eating places and you have to choose between what eating place? 9 times out of 10, you're gonna go to the eating place that you're familiar with, or you might want to try something new. And you go there because you've heard good things about it, because the food is good, because the food is not gonna make you feel sick, or you're not gonna be questioning what you eating. Is that really chicken? So it's like, it's not personal. I don't want this video to be super, super long, but it's not personal and it's not you, sis. Like, we want to see you win. Like, I want to see you win. I don't even know you, but I want to see you win, because it's so much money out here, y'all. Like I'm telling you, like, working where I used to work in the company it's so much money out here. Being in DC, moving to DC, being in the area that I'm in, it's so much money. There's so many opportunities out there, and it's not that people are hating. We just want what's best for you, because if you were someone else, you would have to do the same thing. Like, there is no easy route to success. There is no easy route to, you know, it's just no easy route. But I want you to do the work. And I think a lot of the times we rush into being entrepreneurs because it sounds good. And, you know, the reality of it is that you have to put in work. Work without faith without work is dead. So, my bad. Yeah, and I'm the type of person, I want to see you reap the fruits of your labor. Like, I really, really want to see you do that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta put in the work. Don't nobody owe you nothing. You gotta put in the work. You gotta work so hard that your product starts to speak for itself. Don't nobody even gotta ask. Don't nobody gotta question it. Don't nobody gotta ask. Don't nobody gotta question it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all of these other companies have had to do it. Apple, at one period of time, had to prove themselves. Amazon had to prove itself. Like all of these people, these shoe places, stuff like that, they had to prove themselves that you can actually stand up in this shoe for 6 hours and it's not gonna hurt your feet. Like, they have to prove it. Like, and so that's all it is. People are saying, prove to me, show me. And if you're not ready to be in that area where you have to do things like that, this may not be the area for you, because being an entrepreneur is hard. You're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days, but do not birth something prematurely just because you want to say you birthed something, because a lot of the times, like, things die quickly because of that. You have amazing ideas and amazing products, but that's all you got. You wanted to go ahead and do it because somebody else was doing it. Maybe it was just her time. And I'm not saying that your time is not coming around, but I'm telling you, it's going to be so much more rewarding when you have all of your T's crossed and your I's dotted. So that's all I want to tell you guys. Come up with that vision board for your life. That's business 101. What, when, how, where, and why. And the why is so important, you guys. So come up with that, and don't worry. Like just know that people are going to question it. Like, have you ever seen the show Shark Tank or whatever it's called? Like, you have to prove it. You have to prove it. Walmart has to prove itself to me, because sometimes I go in there and the produce is like, who did it and where for? And I'm gonna go straight to Target, or I'm gonna go to the farmer's market, and then sometimes I come in and it's straight, and it's like, okay, y'all got some new stuff. So it just proves to me that new stuff could come in, that better stuff could come in. So don't feel bad when, you know, there are consumers out there, or there are people that want to buy your product that are doing the same thing. It's not you. It's not that no one wants to support you. We want to support you. We want to see you win. I want to see everybody win, especially people of color. I want to see more in particular, I want to see young people win, because I know we have it inside of us. I think my generation, like millennials, like we some of the most hardest working people, because we're like, I just believe that. But get yourself together. Get your business together. Get your plan together. Get it together. Don't have people coming on your website and like stuff is still down, and like, no, that's bad business. And just know that when you come out the gate, you got something to prove. That's business 101. When you coming out the gate, you got something to prove. You cannot come out the gate, you know what I'm saying, hair flip like, everybody's just gonna buy my product and that's gonna be that, and I'm gonna be a millionaire by the end of the year. No. Like, show me one person that happened to, except for people that, you know, were born with like a silver spoon, or people that came from money. But besides that, like, even some of those people had to grind and get it out the mud. So that's all I got for you guys. Ain't got no more. And I hope you guys took something from this. I hope I wasn't like too ratchet in this video, because when I get serious, I do code switch or whatever. But and I just feel so comfortable in front of you guys. But yeah, I really, really hope that you guys took something from this. And I don't want you guys saying, oh my God, Jazz just don't want to see me happy. She just doesn't want to support. Like, no, y'all. People have become so creative. Like, I love to see my friends become that. I love to see my friends when they just become so creative with their products. Like, y'all, they could be selling lip gloss, but that lip gloss gonna come with like a little kit. It's gonna come with this, it's gonna come with that. Like, the presentation is gonna be bomb. I want it. Like, girl, it's $5, here you go. I'm gonna buy it. Not just because I mess with you, because I really do. I'm gonna mess with you regardless. Even if you wasn't selling anything, I'm still gonna rock with you. But I love it even more that you put time, energy, and money into it. Sweat, tears, and prayer into it. I'm gonna rock with you strong because of that. Because it's evident. The product speaks for itself. I don't wanna just go get some, like, would you really spend, like, people gonna spend $1,000 on a Louis because it's worth it. Some people think it's worth it. But are you gonna really spend $1,000 on like a knockoff? No, because it's not the real thing. Because you can get better for the same price or cheaper. Like, come on, y'all. Like, it's not just you. This is universal. This is business 101. And another thing about business 101 is it's never personal. It's strictly business. Peace.